It's the CalebDMTG Show.
Got some Esper Mentor here. This deck won a challenge or something some bit ago. I don't know. It looks good. I've seen a few other people 5-0 with it. The challenge list was playing 2 Force of Negations and 3 Force of Wills. And apparently it was so that people would ask them questions. Anyway, I'm playing 4 Force of Will. Sometimes you gotta counter a creature, right? Sometimes you gotta counter a creature. Let's see if I can get Stream Decker updated. Yeah, you know it workshops. Hell yeah, Doc Smog. So you could fire off a Ponder on one and set up your next turns, I guess, but like, I think our turns are already pretty well set up. I'm just gonna go Blue to Delta Pass, and then next turn, him them, and then play a Mentor on 3 with Force Will backup, where there's nothing to ponder for. What would you be looking for, right? A blue card to pitch to Force? Ugh, already got that. Plus pondering here opens you up to getting wastelanded, so then you're not hemming on turn 2. I'd like to hem on turn 2. Hey everybody. Simpla Newbie, thanks for the 49 months there. You're very welcome for the content.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey Bringer Phubis, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 2 months. Are they gonna force back? I mean, they're probably gonna force this him to Turok. Oh, they are just forcing back, sure. Yeah, it's very rare that I force a Will to turn 1 discard spell. But I think him to Turok, you know, I mean, it just gives you the card advantage back if you do get to stick it. While also, hopefully, disrupting them. Yeah. Very, very smart grab there when they only have 3 cards in hand, right? Is there a music theme tonight? I've got a few hours of piano music, which I was kind of feeling. But I don't know. I don't know how long I'm going to be jamming it. Opponent also an Esper here. I think we need 2 duels. No third land, huh? Force of Will would be so much better there than Force of Negation. Like, we wouldn't have gotten the Mentor trigger, we wouldn't have the 2-1 body. That's the Monk token, right? That's the Mentor. Oh, there's no Wastelands in here. Maybe instead of keeping the swords, I should have just, like, cracked fetch and played Ponder. Have one more token. I'm gonna get one more Mentor trigger this way. The next turn to attack with. Yeah, it's fine. One more Prowess trigger, rather.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, Timar. Yeah, thanks for the 55 months. Thanks for subbing. Two cards, you say? Yeah, it is a mirror. I'm not sure what they could draw to get themselves back in this, though. Kind of feels like this game was based on them missing their third land drop, and then, and then the Hymn to Turok's doing work.
Oh shit, what up?
Who knew the Esper Mentor mirror was going to be a thing in Legacy, huh? Hey, Dick Coles, thanks for the 12 months there. Hey, Yank, how's it going? Considering Plague Engineer, could a Monk, could name Bird, could name Human. Maybe just like one or two. What's up, Ryu? Yeah, it's not a huge table, Aegis Macy, but certainly big enough for us, and maybe a few guests if guests ever become a thing again. Yeah, is one Plague Engineer good enough, or do we want multiple? It seems like the sort of card that could just give you like a lot of value. You think Unearth seems bad? Well, it's not just Swords of Plowshares as removal, right? Well, as removal, but not just disruption. There's also the discard and the counters and stuff. I imagine some number of creatures are going to end up in our graveyard. We can try cutting one. Hey, George Monty. Thanks for 37 months. Break a leg, a C. I see. I see what you did there. Nice, old man. Put him mulling on the play. In the Hymn to Turok Mirror.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, 7 Deadly Sins, thanks for the 28 months. Seven Deadly says, Sup Caleb, just got some incredible news at work and they're feeling amazing. Hope the good vibes rub off. Got some sweet legacy luck. Nice.
Oh shit, what up?
Well, congrats on the good news. Yeah, it's rough, Aegis. Hey, Wolf King, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 18 months. You're happy him is playable again? Yeah. Yeah, there have been fewer summer veils in the format, huh? A mentor in the graveyard. Who could have foreseen that happening? Gotta ponder and a brainstorm. And next turn we're not gonna have lane number 3 for this Teferi, but I don't know, we can ponder around. Hopefully find some land drops.
Oh shit, what up?
Oh shit, what up? Hey Clerch77, thanks for the sub, thanks for 11 months. This is Divination. Amazing. I wonder how often that card is a Divination versus a Thoughtcast. Fuck. No! No! Our opponent missed their 3rd land drop last game. They did not get there. Now we are missing our 3rd land drop. Uh-huh. Maybe I should have more than 2 forces in.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, Pokemonkey, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 4 months. Glad you've been enjoying the legacy content. Hell yeah. Hell to the yeah. I'm so glad they're not just like replaying Mentor here. It means that we can snag it with the Inquisition. Which I think I want to lead on. I'd like to play this Narset too, but... Nice. So the Inquisition can't get Jace. What I'm going to do is put back Snapcaster and Narset. So then the Inquisition will just get one of these one mana things that we don't really care about that much. And then this can take Teferi. Do we want to take Teferi? Maybe we just want to take their Inquisition. Like, if they play Teferi on their turn, isn't that better for us than if they play Jace? It seems much better. We could have draw step Teferi for sure. That would have been better, huh? Yeah, we could have seen one more card if I'd thought about my Teferi uptick. How much is in your retirement account? Pocket of lunch? -12. Oh no! $150K? My Moto account is less than that. Surprising, I know. The Lending Mentor here is kind of bad for me. I should probably actually be brainstorming in response to the Inquisition. Not because I want to hide different cards, but I think I want to draw the Snapcaster now. And just like snap him them. Yeah, that would have been better. Could still ponder. Yeah, they took the ponder anyway. Well, it's not bad. The tokens are just monks, yeah. So if we play the engineer next turn, we'll be naming monk. Not sure we're going to be playing the engineer. We'll see. We'll see what the opponent does. On their turn here. But I'm pretty sure I should get my him on while the hemming is good. You think you're on a bit of a delay? I mean, everybody is by a little bit. Everyone is a smidge. Oh, it's way better than just dicking around, huh? What's that? Do we don't take Narset? I think we do.
Oh,
Not a
shit,
whole lot of
what
ways to get punished for that. Kind of hate the idea of running out of blank Plague Engineer. I think what I'm going to do is Snapcast Ponder. Just get it in play. Just get the 2-1 down. Although now we no longer have access to that snap in our graveyard. Well, this is good. Let's draw the Baleful Strix so we don't have to pitch Jace if we want to force something. And we can just draw all of this. This is great. Thingamabobby with 32 months saying they wrote a sub poem. 16 times 2 is how long they've been subbed to you. I'm currently watching you while taking a poo. Thanks for the great streams. You're very welcome. I'm honored to be a subject of such fine poetry. What do you think? Do you start attacking? Would we force a will a Snapcaster Mage, is the real question. I think it would. Yeah, let's serve. I want to protect this Narset. I don't want the Narset to go anywhere. Did you really have a writing teacher that discouraged you? Those people exist. I've seen stories. Hard to imagine someone who's so bitter that's like actively discouraging children, but you know. Yay, we won the mirror, yay! So far I've only seen it be a divination, Zentaran. Although we were about to play it as a nice juicy thoughtcast. This list won a thing. Some legacy challenge thinger. I hate staring down Volcanic Island Pass because you don't really know what the opponent's doing. It's possible I'm supposed to be like pondering and trying to find discard as quickly as possible. It's also possible I should just be like chilling with mana open. Naturally drawing all these nice basics is good if they were Rogue Delver. Then brainstorming at my end of turn though, not a very Rogue Delver thing to do. Seems more likely they're on Sneak and Show. Correct, Drandim. I mean, we're playing 4 forces, but I think that's the only change I made. I've seen other people also doing well with it, Wolf. It certainly looks fine on paper, right? The turn to show and tell. If you're trying to beat a combo deck ever, playing discard's a pretty good approach, Wolf. So far, all we played is the mirror, though, so I can't really talk too much shit. The field is really open. The field is super wide open. Hell yeah, I'm gonna go blue. How aggressive do they want to be? Ooh. You hope I'm enjoying New Legacy? I am. I have been. Losing to some sneak and/or show here.
What up?
What's this game one? Hey, Helion, thanks for the 5 months. Oh, man. What do we need to beat this? Bunch of cantrips. We need them to not Emrakul me here. Need a few things to go right. I'd feel better if we had like a thing in hand instead of a swamp, right? Like if this was another swords or a ponder or something to get the ball rolling, and then you draw another card on top of that. There's a single cantrip. Oh, they're serving with Grizzlebrand. Interesting. They drew again? Are they trying to make an untapped Grizzlebrand now? Preordained does not seem like what they want to be doing after paying 7 there, huh? Wow. Well, I thought we were going to lose. Men are too strong. I wonder if Hull Breacher and Narset are supposed to come in. Definitely want those. Even though I was casting Swords to Plowshares there, probably don't actually want it in the matchup. Which puts us here, so I guess then we're playing Surgical. Hull off of Show? Maybe. Hull off of Show is good against Grizzlebrand. It's not good against, like, Emrakul, right? I don't think the opponent's playing Omniscience. I think they're playing, like, the Sneak and Show list that just won, I think. Surgical is pretty good against them. If you can get one Show and Tell and then stripping them, it's pretty nice. Might even want a second. Also another way to look at their hand for Meddling Mage. Why is there no Thoughtseize in the 75? That's a good question. There's definitely matchups where Thoughtseize is better than Inquisition. Inquisition is better against, like, Delver specifically. People being aggro. Oh, snap? Yeah, right? Oh, snap, snap, snap. Hey, congrats, Ballerdonk. Yeah, I mean, I answered you, your octopus boyfriend. I wasn't, like, answering sarcastically or anything. We can keep this opener. It's not what we're looking for against Sneak and Show, except for, like, the one Force of Will. But maybe Ponder and Brainstorm can find us some discard. I'm literally on my second match, Jace. And the first match was a mirror. So even though we kind of need that third lane, I'm going to shuffle this. Because we need better cards more. Yeah, for sure, your octopus boyfriend. Some people would force here. I think that would be an aggressive force. We already showed that the opponent was willing to brainstorm at, like, end of turn, you know? They're not necessarily trying to hit a lane drop. Oh, Strix should have come out. Maybe. I'm gonna force that pitching Strix. And then hopefully we don't have to use the Force Negation, because I'd like to actually Surgical Show and Tell if I can. Maybe I should have let on Force Negation, and then they counter that, and then I force a Will to Show and Tell. Gotta remember to fetch here. Would hate to redraw that crap. Bant Toadshorst. Yeah, shit. I was hoping by showing them force they wouldn't jam while they're jamming. Yeah. Alright. So not being able to strip show and tell didn't end up mattering. I was also hoping Narset would like brick their hand and stuff. That's not what that was. Yeah, I'm gonna cut one of these Strixes for a Vindicate. Is Vindicate better or worse than Disenchant? Yeah, right, taste a cactus. I want a game of Legacy that way. I was in the loser's bracket of some Open years and years and years ago, and we're shuffling up before game one, and the people to the next of us are bantering, and one of them's like, "Oh, you should show me your deck," just like making a stupid joke or whatever, and his opponent's like, "No, why would I do that?" And my opponent's like, "What? You gotta trust in the heart of the cards," and then like fans out their Belcher deck in front of me before we've played a game, and my eyes just like, I'm just like, okay. Guess I'm mulling for Force of Will. And so I mulligan to 5 on the play, and my hand is like Noble Hierarch, Survival of the Fittest, Force of Will, and like some lands or something. Or maybe a green creature and a land. And I'm like, well, it's better than going to 4. Like, I've got a Force of Will. I don't have a blue card to pitch to it, but, you know, my odds of mulling to 4 and finding blue card plus Force are not very good either. And maybe they've got a slow hand, a slow Belcher hand like that exists, and I can go like turn 1 Noble, turn 2 Survival, find a blue card, maybe that'll be good enough. Anyway, so I just go like turn 1 Noble, go. And my opponent goes Land Grant and reveals a hand that can make like 14 Goblin tokens, but it relies on Burning Wish. And they just say to me, and of course you've got the Force, and I just like smile and show them the Force of Will, and they're just like, like what can I do, you know? And so they don't go for it, and they just like die instead. Never seen anything like it. Have never had another opponent intentionally flash me their entire deck before we even play a game in Legacy of all formats when they're playing a deck that loses to Force of Will. Anyway. Yeah, especially Belcher, right? Tater Chimp with a 15-month sub. Marry whatever makes sense with 15. Hell yeah. Hell to the yeah. I want to mull. You can sneak and show. I'm going to mull this. God. This is also not what I'm looking for. We want like turn 2 him to Drock on the play, right? And we want discard to pick their hand apart. A single Force of Will isn't going to stop them. Just like last game, we had 2 Force of Wills. Wasn't good enough. I don't even know if I counter this.
Oh shit, what up?
So I want to take a show and tell so I can surgical it, but I don't have a surgical handy, so I guess I'm taking this Brainstorm. And then just like hoping they never hit. Sounds like a plan. Hey, Contiv, thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 25 months. Sweet, sweet legacy action. Heck yeah. Oh yeah, Cube's coming back next week. Thanks for reminding me. I've been having a really good week. So if we can draw like a cantrip or some such thing, then we can fire that off, get a mentor token, play up one mind, draw deeper. Alright, I guess we're just playing a 3 mana. Actually, we should probably just chill, huh? We can just pay for the damn defense grid. Ooh. So in this spot, they have enough mana to play Show and Tell twice. So holding up one Force of Will doesn't make much sense. So I should have done this pre-combat. Silly me, huh? Yeah, I'm doing really well, Daggerhawk. Doing super well. Had a really nice past couple of days. Last night my spouse made me a fried chicken sandwich for dinner. And they did the chicken, like they fried it in a peanut oil with pickle juice. And then they used the spicy mayonnaise. Like they found the recipe from Popeyes for the spicy mayonnaise for their sandwiches. And it was pretty much just the best thing I've ever eaten. When we first got together, they were terrified of cooking. Do I want that him to Turok anymore? I feel like I don't. We could, like, him snap him, I guess. Is that even good? Of one mind to find an answer. How many answers do you think are in here? I think we've got a single Vindicate in terms of getting Grizzlebrand off the board. Oh, there's a Jace too. Yeah. The odds of doing anything busted go down dramatically if we go him snap him. Because they discard down to 7, then they'll like have 3 natural on their turn. Like their ability to go, like play a sneak attack and serve in seems a lot lower. Bunch of cantrips. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure. So if we snap of one mind here, and play like him to Turok and one more spell, they block Mentor, go up to 11, but then they're taking, oh, it's even. I'm just shuffling some beta basics. Some mountains from my Ruby Storm list. Well, there's a sneak attack. Do we just call that good enough? Or do we flashback that him to Turok? Can I even flashback him to Turok? Yeah, there's a scrub land in here. Can I snap of one mind, then decide whether or not to him? Well, I can't do that if I'm deciding to him them twice. Is the issue with your line. He's my favorite Alan Dunster. Am I supposed to block with Baleful Strix? I kind of think no. They go up to 10. And then I think they're going to try and like show and tell in a Grizzlebrand on the block. So they would be blocking Monastery Mentor, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 coming through. Forcing show and tell is not a thing. They have a defense grid in play. You silly. You are indeed off, Chase. You're probably counting some summoning sick tokens as attacking. Because the Grizzlebrand was untapped. So the Grizzlebrand blocks Mentor. So him, snap him, and then force the him is +3/+3. And there's 2 tokens getting through. So I didn't think it was quite enough. Maybe my math was off. Needed 4 triggers? Yeah. Maybe we should have just played a draw spell. Hope to get there. If you snap the Ponder and find a 1-mana thing. You're saying then the snap, and then I would have had enough mana to snap back another 1-mana thing? Because it definitely needed one. Because Ponder and a 1-mana thing and a Force is still only 3 cards, Roscoe. That's still only 3 triggers. They had 3 mana, Master of Dementia, so they could have played a 0-mana card. I thought him snap back him was a reasonable line. Like if they didn't find Pyroclasm, they were I mean super dead, right? Like making a Grizzlebrand had a really low chance of being good enough with the number of tokens we had. Well, that's a great one. Doesn't even lose a life. Sure. Awkward. Well, seems like we lose to a lot of things, but we do have a hard cast Force Negation now. So that helps. Do we get a 1? Get a land into play. I think I do want a land in play. We could stay at 3 and just like fail to find. If we just don't get a land here, then we're playing around, what, another Price of Progress? Oh, going to 1's bad with Force of Will. Alright. I'll just fail to find. I should have let that trigger resolve and then seen if they would Fire Blast. So then they have like 2 lethal things happening. Kinda hate casting this. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass. Oh boy. Playing out the Underground Sea so we can hardcast Force of Will. Alright, my opponent has 0 cards in hand, 0 permanents in play, and are still very favored to win this game. Let's see if this Strix can draw me a Mentor or something. No need to play around Price of Progress anymore, because it already kills us. Mountain, perfect. There's that Mentor I wanted. I need to draw, like, some cantrips into a Swords to Plowshares to plow my own Mentor. Hey, Big Iron Scruff, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 22 months. The Flood. The Flood is so real. Hey, we got him to 20. Come on, deck. This is an Eidolon. No. That works too. Oh my god. Next turn, Snapcaster Mage into Brainstorm. Find swords. They can hit my own Mentor. While generating an army. Fuck. Fairy's good against Rift Bolt. We didn't see Rift Bolt out of them. You think they have it? You think it's in their deck? Should have multi-hate? Yeah, right? What was I thinking? Yeah, I think Vindicate's coming out. I'm not sure about the rest of this shit. You don't think most lists play Rift Bolt? Gotcha. I don't know. You don't play against Burn that often, right? And every Burn player has their own things. Jace is actually kind of good against them. Once you stabilize, you can start Fate Sealing Burn away. Vortex. Yeah, should probably have some Disenchants in, I guess. I'm not sure how many Unearths I want.
Oh shit, what up?
If any. Hey, Sexy Noodles, thanks to the sub. Thanks to the 10 months. Thanks to those nudes I wanted. Now we're at 62 cards. A few too many cards. Do I like Baleful Strix? I kind of do and I kind of don't. Baleful Strix is really good against like Mentor and stuff, but I'll play one Disenchant. Sans Dees. We can use the Inquisition information to name more appropriately with Meddling Mage. You better believe they play Goblin Guide. I think naming Eidolon here is okay. Do we force a will Roiling Vortex? I don't know. I'll add it, you know. These both lands both accounted for. I don't see a real reason to fire off this Brainstorm. Like, even hitting land here doesn't matter that much. Yeah, naming Lightning Bolt is in the blind is pretty fine. I was hoping to save this for Fire Blast, but the good news is we're above 4 life. crate. Kills Eidolon, the one that can't play. That's not a bad one. Do you need a blue card to go with it? These Pecula beats. Ooh, we can use Flooded Strand as a scry. If we don't like what we see with Goblin Guide. Well, anyway. Whoa, they let that resolve, huh? Two meddling mages, one for the each of you. I'm not gonna play that one. It would give me lethal next turn, but I think having Force of Will is better to, like, protect them. They're also very unlikely to lethal me this turn, right? Unless they can somehow get the Meddling Mage naming Fire Blast off the board. Oh, Rift Bolt, crazy. And I am going to him to Turok them here. Even though some of the cards in their hand are, like, locked up. This way, if I get the Fire Blast out of their hand, I'll just be able to sleep a little easier. We got a Fire Blast and an Eidolon, so we don't know what their last two cards are. Could be redundant hits. It'd be wild to lose to, like, double price there. Do you want to change anything on the draw? I don't think so. Maybe Disenchant looks like even slightly better. Even though we didn't use it that game. Because they've got the 2-mana Sulfuric Vortex. You think to play the 2-mana one and the 3-mana one? I think I'd rather play Vindicate than a second Disenchant. If I have to play some, like, shitty card like that. You like Strix over Of One Mind? I don't know about that. I don't really like any of them. Hey, the Fjord. Thanks for the $20. Fuck yeah. Why does this list play Inquisition over Thoughtseize? When it's a lot better against this opponent, huh? It's probably more for Delver. We could do Face Burn every other league or so. Well, it's Fairy on the draw gets a lot worse. You're much less likely to eat a Suspended Driftbolt on the draw. So if you're going to leave into Fairy in this matchup, it should be on the play. At a certain point, they can just cast Driftbolt, right? Hey, thanks, this Fjord. Appreciate it. That's what keeps me going. I'll do minus of one mind and bring in 1 Strix. I'll split the diff there. I do like bringing in like 1 more answer to enchantments, but I hate the idea of lowering my blue count. These forces are so important. GG. I almost want Inquisition here over Swords. I mean, I'm not going to, but I want to. Goblin Guy dealing 2 damage versus Goblin Guy dealing 4 damage is kind of a big difference. I'm actually going to fetch before the trigger, because we know we're going to be fetching here anyway. So it's not like we can use it as a scry. And if there's a land on top of my library after my fetch, I would rather that land was in my hand, as opposed to having like a very slightly higher chance of hitting a land by not fetching first. Hate burning this Snapcaster Mage, but I don't think we can let this Eidolon resolve. I want to untap and play this Inquisition. I don't want to take 2 damage to do so. What's all this then? Awkward. Oh, I shouldn't have cracked Polluted Delta to get the swamp. I should have cracked this Marsh Flats. Because this other Polluted Delta can go get an island, but those Marsh Flats can't get a basic. Well, we're just gonna sit here and draw fucking lanes for the rest of the game anyway. Waiting for comeback 3, 2, 3. Well, it's not a choice, Backwards Ghost. I uploaded the deck and I remembered to swap my swamp and my island. I didn't choose to run this plains. Forgot to swap it out. But the art's still nice. Even if I'm not a big fan of the border. There's a question. Do we play around price of progress? I think no. I think I'd rather have the Snapcaster up. Like Snapcast back Brainstorm here. We could also like potentially hardcast a Force of Negation. Yeah, playing around price actually might have lost me this game. Because if I just like fetch duels, then I could have Inquisitioned on turn 2 there. Why, hello. Meddling Mage should name a card that they got 4 of. Which I think is going to be Fire Blast at this point. Because they've already played a Lightning Bolt and a Lava Spike. So of One Mind only costs 1 mana here. The issue is Force of Will costs 5 mana. So we're just going to be passing. Oh no. Yeah, I'm just going to pass. Alright, what is this last Meddling Mage gonna name? Sword's probably not gonna do anything. Swords would stop their like 2 mana enchantment that deals each player like a damage on their upkeep or whatever. I can Swords my own thing. I'm not going to. Yeah, I was kind of hoping the Of One Mind was going to find me like a Force of Will or something. And then I could swords my own thing and then have access to force again. Right, it lets me beat Vortex, or the 2-mana Vortex. Let's see, so we've got a Meddling Mage on Fire Blast. I feel like we've seen like one of each burn spell. Obviously we're not going to name a creature. Searing Blaze doesn't do anything because they don't have any lands. I think if Searing Blaze was still in their deck, that would be sandbagging a land, though. Yeah, there's one Chain Lightning in the graveyard already.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, DC. Thanks for 47 months. They have bolted us. I have the graveyard open right here. You can just look at it. Yeah, Lava Spike also in the graveyard, friend. It's all here. I'll make it larger. I'm probably just gonna name Bolt at some point, but I want to think it through. Make sure I don't get got by an obvious one. I don't think we do name Price. I think there's a really good chance they don't have 4 in postboard. Eidolon doesn't force us to use anything. We can just untap and kill them. The 2 in exile are creatures, right? Oh, there's a Rift Bolt there. Because of the force negation. But yeah, I wasn't planning on naming Rift Bolt. Hey, Sartaglo. 35 months, almost a year. That's pretty close. That's pretty close. It is not a toss-up with Rift Bolt. They have the least of those. I'm not going to name Light at this stage. Yeah, I'm just naming Lightning Bolt, I guess. I'm going to play some other burn spell that I can't remember. So they had not played out that land. If they had not played out that land the other turn, they would have won this game. Whew. 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 Oh my god. What a clencher, huh? Did it fizzle? No. Searing Blaze has 2 targets. One of those targets is still a legal target. Me. So it'll resolve. Searing Blood is the one that the creature needs to still be a legal target at the end for it to resolve. Actually needs to kill it. That didn't look fun. It was kind of fun. It would have been more fun if we hadn't flooded out in the first game. If we'd found like a Jace or a Mentor or something. Instead of just like sitting there and attacking with the 1/1 until we died. Hey, thanks for the match comeback. Yeah, GG's. Fix the planes. Well, it's not something you can do in the middle of an event at Tome. So, fuck off. Just drop. Just drop. Just light $10 on fire at my whim. Are there any tricks to making food chain loops faster on Moto? Not really. Once you get the second creature going, it does get a little faster. Lotus Petal. Turn on drop Lotus Petal is scary to me. If you donate $10, I will not drop with two rounds remaining while I'm 2-1. I will thank you for the $10. I think the Impulse. I think my opponent's playing blue-green show and tell. I don't actually know that though. Impulse is just a card that you pretty much only see in show in Omniscience. And that version usually does play green for Summer Veil and such. Everyone trying to show and tell me. I actually do like Teferi in this matchup, but I like Brainstorm more. Especially if it helps me find a discard spell here. That's decent. I should be shuffling with the extra Mentor, maybe. Maybe. Glad you're enjoying it, Zix. Glad you're enjoying it.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, Albie. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for 14. How strong is Mentor in Legacy? This event won a challenge, and some other people have 5-0'd with the list. So it's solid. It saw a lot of play in Legacy back when Top was legal. Very, very good with that card. It's a little slow for Delver decks as a 3-mana threat. But you still see like people try to play Jeskai Delver to play it sometimes. I think Stoic. Yeah, you talking about that intro from Howling Giant? Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, Howling Giant sent me some albums in the mail. I was rocking out to the other day. Great band, great bunch of folks. I kind of like casting this Brainstorm. I guess I'll wait. Ignite the Future. Is that the Hide Your Hand Storm card that looks at their hand and damages them based on the revealed casting cost? Oh, this is neither. This is an EDH card. Eureka. Emrakul. That's potentially beatable. Kind of wish I just played my damn Brainstorm now, if that's all I had. Great. Probably not beating it now. Nice one card, yeah. Yeah, Cantrip here would have been quite nice, huh? Spit out a bunch of monks to sack to the Emrakul, kill them on the crackback. I don't think there's a line where we can crawl back into this. Sacking 6 things. You sack like 2 monks, a mentor, and 3 lands, and just have a land left. It's not enough. It doesn't look like casting Brainstorm would have done me much good either. A lot of show and tell today. I'm gonna keep Teferi in. Disenchant for Omniscience. Do you think Disenchant's better than any of these cards? I kind of don't. I think I'm going to shave 1 Baleful Strix, but I don't know. Strix has been like kind of good. Well, you would have been great there, right? I feel like if your opponent has resolved Omniscience, they're probably already very favored to win, right? Whether you have a Disenchant for it or not. They have priority, they can just like cast the Emrakul if they have it. And my opponent, I don't think if they're playing like the Cunning Wish version of Show and Tell. If they're playing Eureka. I'm just gonna submit. Yeah, Strix pitching into Force is pretty real too. I guess. I keep on getting these openers with like a counter in this matchup, which I kind of hate, because what I really want to be doing is playing discard to shred their hand. If I say Show and Tell, they're playing Show and Tell champ. We know that our opponent's playing with Show and Tell. It's not like a hidden thing. I keep on getting Surgical Extraction with Force Negation. I might shuffle away the Surgical here. Yeah, let's do that. Of One Mind is like 2 turns off. It's also a blue card for Force of Negation, if we think that Snapcaster and Narset are more valuable. So I like it here fine. So they have the mana to play Show and Tell if they had a Show and Tell. I think I'm just going to play this Meddling Mage and name Eureka. Otherwise, jamming Narset and down-ticking is kind of good too, because if you want to Force of Will, now you have 2 counters. Well, I think they have some number of Wishes Noble because they did play Impulse, right? Usually you only play Impulse if you have the Cunning Wish thing, but I don't think they could fit in Eureka and 4 Cunning Wishes, right? I think that might be tricky. Force of Will, pitching Omniscience. Yeah, deal. Not that I could do anything about it anyway. I don't think you can make much inferences based on them countering Meddling Mage, aside from them not wanting me to resolve a Meddling Mage. They're playing a deck that has 2 ways to win. They can resolve a Show and Tell or a Eureka. So, letting me brick half of their win conditions with 1 card is not something they're going to let me do if they can stop it. Saying that must mean blank is whatever inference you're drawing. They're just going to counter this card unless they like somehow already have an Emrakul in play. Oh, I like these cards, but what do I like most? Summerville's a little less brutal because we do have the Narset down. So if they were to, you know, just be a counter, it'd be a 1-for-1 counter. It very seems gas. I don't know if it is gas, but it seems gas. I think we're gonna take Inquisition. I guess Inquisition whiffs on Eureka. Nice. Kind of just hoping 2 counters is good enough here. Untapping with Mentor before we play the Hymn to Troc. I don't know. It seems good. Seems like an assload of pressure, huh? no. It's not going to be good enough. What is bluffing? Running the bluffs. Trying to put the fear into my heart. Is that dumb enchantment worth playing a disenchant? Kinda don't think it is. I kinda feel like them having infinite mana is totally fine. Legacy is indeed back to normal. It's certainly a lot healthier without Oko. If they had another Flusterstorm and got the wrong land, well, they still had a Lotus Petal. They couldn't actually misfetch there. If they put Omniscience into play, I think I'm already losing. Remember that the Disenchant has to replace something, right? So even if you, like, don't like Of One Mind that much, for example, like, it was still a blue card in our hand there to pitch to forces. There's a real cost. It's a real cost to running the Disenchant. People are playing a lot of Uro in Legacy, yeah. We're gonna be playing some Uro later. I was planning on just going Island Go, but I don't actually want to let them have a mana here. The turn would be kind of dangerous. I'm gonna put an island back, and I think Of One Mind. Oh, we're gonna redraw one of these. Cool. Getting fetch here is nice, because now I can grab Scrubland with Polluted Delta. And then we're just giving them one land, or one mana from the carpet. Cool, Shinjima. Yeah, it does feel good, doesn't it?
Oh shit, what up?
Hell yeah, Tenex. Yeah, Carpet of Flowers is a ritual with upside for sure. We could snap cast back Brainstorm on this next turn, but I think slamming Narset's better. That's not true. We should play the Teferi. Yeah, Carpet's a combo staple. It's also been seeing a lot of play in just like any old green deck. as a sideboard card lately. Everyone's like, Yeah, that's fine. Veil of Summer? Okay. Interesting. Because Veil of Summer is, like, bricked by the Teferi. I don't know if I should bounce this carpet or not. I think not. I'm just gonna uptick. Oh, that's true. They don't have to play Veil in response. They can just cast it before going off. I guess I should have bounced the carpet then. Yeah, fair enough. And now's where we regret playing the Narset instead of the Teferi. Or the inverse of that. Huh? Not last turn, Ambitious Apathy. When they tapped out for Cunning Wish. Could have bounced carpet. They did not Veil on our turn. They Veiled on their turn. They literally just cast the card now. You can see right now that their opponents, that their cards still have hexproof. Right now, as you are talking, you can see it is on their permanents. It is their turn. That's a great one. I suppose I could have tapped this better, huh? Lunarset's gonna snap resolve because we have a Teferi in play. They can't counter it. Now we have two counters, so countering Veil makes more sense.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, Variable. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 48. I think I'm supposed to shuffle here. Shit. I can shuffle on the next ponder. Yeah, but then that ponder's looking at 2 of the 3 cards we've already seen, and it strips the ponder from our deck, from our library, to like decrease our spell density, and it costs some mana. So say you like draw a cantrip here, like a brainstorm or another ponder, and now that one finds a Jace to bounce the Grizzlebrand. If you keep the ponder off that ponder, play that ponder, shuffle, draw brainstorm, play brainstorm, then now you can't, right? Now Jace is no longer a line. I don't know if it's better to him to track them or hold up Force Will. I guess we'll see what they attack. It's not an extra card. The Ponder. Well, the Ponder looks at a 3rd card down, right? We've seen 2 of the 3 cards. So if you play that Ponder, you do get to see 1 extra card. Likely. I understand that the 2nd Ponder can still shuffle. That wasn't my argument. Unless you were talking about it to that person in chat. You can hold up both, but maybe you want to him before, you know, like during their draw step or whatever. Maybe they have a handful of draw spells. They're getting freed up here. I don't know. Veil of Summer is a beating. You're not wrong. If they let on it here, I would just like hymn them in response. Eureka has always been legal in Legacy, yes. For good reason. Card is not nearly as good as Show and Tell, for example. We already knew that there was... We had brainstormed on their end of turn, Drandom. You're forgetting that we already knew that there was a dud on top of the Narset. So we knew there was a dead on top that the Narset was resetting, and then the Ponder was looking 3 cards down after that. If you're looking for specifically an answer to the Grizzlebrand, if you're looking for specifically either another copy of Teferi or a what's it called, or a Jace the Mind Sculptor, then the way that I did it was absolutely correct. I mean, we were doing those things, so. Hey, Spikes MTG, 27 months, yeah. Yeah, I also miss Paper Magic. I don't even play that much Paper Magic in comparison to most people, but I also miss it. And Smelly Rebel, thanks to the 20 months there. Another Eureka? Oh, this is to put Omniscience in play, I imagine. Okay. There was one dead card grossness, because we drew for our turn. When you ponder, yeah. When you ponder shuffle, those dead cards are getting put back into your deck, right? Whereas when you Narset, those cards are going on the bottom of your library. So you're actually seeing more cards if you Narset first. On average, I should say, you're seeing more cards if you Narset first and then Ponder. Put a shoot through a lot there, huh? What do I think about the show hand function? I am apathetic to the show hand function. Could be Eldrazi. Likely show and tell. Likely we're facing show and tell. Nope. Okay, cool. Oh, neither. Sure. The artifact deck, huh? Well, I don't think we can let that one resolve. Yes, I'm glued. Finally, someone asking a question about something I care about. Yeah, it snowed the other night, and we were like, oh my god, we're gonna have to shovel again. Our backs have been fucking not in a good place with all the shoveling this winter. And then it got warm for a few days. We didn't even have to shovel that fucking the snow from the last snow. It just melted. Our driveway was just like the clearest it's been. Our deck, you can like see our deck now. God, it's great. Yeah, we wanted to shuffle that third land away. It wasn't another black source, so it wouldn't have gotten us to him anyway. Need a snowblower? Yeah. Yeah, we'll probably pick up a snowblower before next season. Huh. Kind of like countering that. just like a lot, right? With the ballista and all. I wish I could pitch this him. So opponent is not playing the typical Urza Echo. Oh yeah, Admiral Chop. I didn't mind Green Book when I saw it, but it's hard for me to think about it now without thinking about how Spike Lee got robbed of another award. I think it was like 10 years ago, or before the Green Book one. I think it was like 10 years before, where Spike Lee put out "Do the Right Thing," which had this like tremendous impact. It was like a very visionary work, and he lost to Driving Miss Daisy. And then I think it's like almost exactly a decade later that he puts out Black Klansman. Another just like top tier piece up for nominations and stuff. And then loses to Green Book. I'd be fucking very upset. I am upset. I'm not as upset as Spike Lee, but you know. Fuck. $30 is correct? Okay, sure. Yeah, I was way off. I knew it was a round number. But yeah, my bad. I don't like shrugging it off as saying the awards are meaningless. Recognition certainly matters to some people. You can say they're flawed. Oh no. Do you think attacking with Strix is how we win? No. I don't think that at all. If you attack with the Strix, you're just like letting them hit you for more with the Walking Ballista, right? The Walking Ballista on board can clear our Strix, so it'd be very hard to win
Shit, what up?
with Strix beats. Usually you win with Monastery Mentor in the stack. Nice. K2XL Buds, thanks to the sub. This is 17 months. They likely do not have Hasty 5/5 Eldrazi workshops. I would not put them on that.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, Silverjag, thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 48 months there. Yeah, 4 more years. Let's go. We had a Karn and a Mystic Forge. Jeez.
Oh shit, what up?
Oh shit, what up? Hey, Dunster. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 5 months. Ooh, indeed. There is indeed a strictly better Voltaic key. Maybe they're playing both. Maybe they have like six in or something. Yeah, that one. They are playing both. I'm gonna fetch here. Gonna leave some fetches in play because they do interact favorably with our cantrips, right? With Ponder and Brainstorm and stuff, but well, that's fucking miserable. All right. This fucking game. They're gonna top deck an Emrakul and just beat me. Echo kind of makes me want to play out this last Marsh Flats. Like, they echoed now. I don't want to, like, redraw this Flats. Probably should have ran it out. It's alright, though. Hey! A win con! How do we win, they ask? Ha! So another draw to use for this Inquisition. We're gonna hold on to the flats in case we draw Brainstorm. We want to have something to put back. No cards! No cards to target! Yeah. Yeah. I just want to chain those fucking draw twos together right now. I feel like our deck is stuffed. Come on. Well, it's not a bad one. At least we're both trying terribly, yeah. I don't know. They had a lot of gas. We just like answered it, right? They were like Emery, Mystic Forge, Karn. And then they only drew mana after that. Oh yeah. Hey, I'm actually level 1 thanks to the raid. Hell yeah. Hell to the yeah. Hope you had a good one. Hope you had a really good stream. Hope you have a pleasant evening now. Snap him. I mean, snap anything is lethal, right? They're at 4 life. Hey, those disenchants are finally gonna get some love. And of course, against an Echo opponent, we're gonna bring those in. Hell yeah, I'm actually level 1. Hell yeah. I'm level 1, plays a lot of Vintage. Nice. Yeah, not a lot of Vintage streamers out there. I've been thinking about playing some. Apparently there's some kind of a Moto event in early next month. Might want to play in it. No null rods anywhere. Let me check. Yeah, no. How's it going, Sam? You like Meddling Mage? Yeah, Mage and Karn is good. I don't think we need to ferry. At all. I think Inquisition is a dud very quickly, so we might as well just stop play it. Fatal Push can hit Emery, and then I don't have to burn a Force of Will on it. But, I don't know. I mean, it is obviously much worse than Swords, because you need to combine it with a fetch. So maybe I do cut it and just lean on Swords. Strix is pretty bad. Let's just cut Strix. I feel like 2 Hypnotroc might be like the perfect number. But maybe that's wrong. Maybe I do want all 3. Yeah, let's play all 3. Get those Strixes out of here. I think Surgical for Emery is pretty bad, yeah. If we had Rest in Peace, we'd board in Rest in Peace. Rest in Peace would be real hot, actually. Because it hits Emery and an Echo Flashback. Zane's dope. You think of one mind is bad without the Strixes? I think it's bad with the Strixes, so I wouldn't worry about it too much, friend. There's just not very many blue, like, actual draw spells. Get some Fact or Fiction action in here. With all the Narsets and Hull Breachers floating around, I wonder if Fact or Fiction's crazy in Legacy. I wonder if that card just makes sense. A little slow against combo though, So they have a lot of mana off this Grim Monolith, and I think that's fine. I have a pile of mana. Yep. Sure. Okay. guess I forced that. Because the Fatal Push already has a Ballista's name on it here. Time to push you, Ballista. Fatally. But the matchups that I played this league, the Unearths were pretty bad, and more like 1-mana discard spells would have been really good. But we played against like an ungodly amount of show and tell. Yeah, Draxinator. It kind of needs to be a blue card, I think, in that slot. Otherwise, people have played like Night's Whisper and stuff in Legacy before. Or the 3-mana one that can draw 3, the 3-mana Night's Whisper. I guess I've drawn 4 with that one before. When my opponent did a Thalion play. Usually you're just drawing 3 though. Was it Painful Truth? Is that the name of the card? So this one needs to get another black spell. Or not spell, another black producing land in case we wanted him to Trock. Him to Trock itself looking kind of rancid here though. Maybe Tundra would be fine. Yeah, let's do this. And then next turn, we can Meddling Mage named Karn. Maybe fire off a Brainstorm, get Mentor rolling. Shit. I no longer like playing the Meddling Mage. Because then we don't have a blue card for Force Negation. Well, the second Mentor in play, I'd probably just rather let them cast the Karn so we can play the Force Hum. Commence the beats. Mesmeric Orb. So if you let this Mesmeric Orb resolve, the opponent does get to mill their entire deck, because that's just how Basalt Monolith works. They can tap to pay for itself. And so they would do that, and then they would find Echo, and then they would play a draw 7, and they would draw 7 and play all those cards, and then they would mill until they found another Echo, and just do it again and again and again. It seems like we would lose to that, doesn't it? Even if we drew very well off of the draw 7. Our opponent is not playing 4 Horsemen, but it has some similarities. You want to see it? Cool. Your and my desires are not lining up in this case, but thank you for sharing. Caleb lose just for fun? Nope, not doing that. Man, drawing like a Brainstorm or a Ponder into another cantrip here would have been quite lethal. Now if we draw a spell, it's just kind of like anticlimactic. Would have been so much cooler last turn. GG's. What card is Echo? Echo is a draw 7 that you can flash back from your graveyard for 2 and a blue. Echo the Eons is the card. Sweet. Well, this deck seemed fine, huh? Yeah, I wonder if there should be a Gourmet Angler or two. And I do kind of want some Thoughtseizes in here. Maybe over the Unearths. I think we had a Mentor end up in the graveyard like once, but maybe that was just the nature of the matchups that we faced. I feel like you win your fair matchups just by being like him, snap him. I don't think you need to like recur Mentor necessarily. Anyway.